Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to remove specific colors in Blender. So let's say you want to remove the dark blue color, and if you have this nodal setup right here and connect the value to the fact, you'll be able to remove it. Alright, so for those of you who want to see the nodal setup here it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna explain what it does. Alright, so let's hit up a new Blender file and delete the default cube and add a torus. My bad, a torus. Alright, let's go to the shading workspace and get started. Right, we won't be using the principal BSDF here, and here we'll be using the color ramp. Alright, because with the color ramp you can select a variety of texture or variety of colors at the same time, and make sure to drag the color to the surface, to the material output, and set it to constant. Okay, now let's add few colors here and there. Okay, slide it over here and add another color. Let's make it blue. Right, now you'll see that the colors aren't changing. That's because right now the fact value is set to constant. That means if you change the fact, it will choose specific colors, but we want a variety of colors, so we'll add a noise texture. You can use any texture like Voronoi texture or whatever. Okay, let me change the white color to something else. Okay, and decrease it, give it a different effect. Right, something like so, and change the black color as well. Okay, to something like white. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, well, let's say I want to remove the blue color, like I say. Okay, so for that we're gonna use what we call a distance node. Okay, that comes under the math node. Okay, it's one of the math node, and it's a vector math node. So shift A and add the vector math node. Now right now it's an add, so you need to change it to distance. Okay, you guys can see it. Change it to distance. Okay, right here, and it takes two vector inputs, and we are gonna need the vector input, so you can drag the color over to here, so it will convert it to a RGB vector, and we're gonna add a color input. Okay, so type in color input color. Okay, the RGB. Okay, so type RGB and then drag the color to over to the vector. All right, select the color that you want to remove. So for this case I want to remove the blue color, so click over here and click on this over here, and there's a eyedropper tool, and select the blue color. All right, now, okay, didn't select the blue color. Yeah, now it's done. Now what we're gonna do is actually use this value over here that we got over to the mix shader. Okay, so this will be connected to the mix shader, and this will determine the value. Okay, the distance value will be 0 for the blue color. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add a transparent BSDF and an emission. Okay, just to add a little bit of shininess. Okay, and it's optional. Okay, and then we can add transparent BSDF and connect this over here in the second slot, and this one over here. And now if you have the node wrangler turned on, you can click on Control Shift and press left click to preview it. All right, great. Now what did it remove? It removed the color that we didn't want. I think we should have this shader over here and this one over here. No, okay, let's see, did I make a mistake? Well, now let's see what's going on. Okay, so the problem is that right now the alpha blend isn't turned on. Right now the blend mode is an opaque, so you need to go to material properties and change it to alpha blend, and this way you can remove the blue color. Okay, great. So we can change it to any color we want. We can remove any color we want by selecting the eyedropper and selecting the color. Okay, and okay, I didn't select properly, okay, make sure to select the color properly, and voila, you have removed the specific color that you want. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a simple demonstration of how everything works. Okay, I'm gonna give a link to the Blender file in my Gumroad. Okay, so the main node used here is the distance node. Okay, and I'm gonna use geometry nodes setup over here to explain how all of this works. Now for any distance node, okay, it basically measures the distance between two things, okay, two vector positions. Okay, now if you know the vector, or rather the distance formula that you studied in school, it's root over, okay, the formula is right here on the screen. Okay, so I may be wrong, okay, but yeah, that's the basic formula. And now in this demonstration, you can see if I move the object farther away, the distance increases. And let me press 7. If I make it so it coincides with the object, it becomes 0. Okay, so it's measuring the origin point of the object with the origin point of the second object. The origin point is determined by uh, this orange dot right here. Okay, now we are using the same theory over in the color node. Okay, I'm gonna give the link to this color setup in my Gumroad as well. So what it does is measures the distance, or the RGB vector value, with the other RGB vector value. So what's going on is here you can see, if I, right now it's showing two different colors, yellow and blue, right? So what I'm gonna do is change it to blue color, and you can see the vector or the value of the distance is 0. That means it won't show that color. Okay, so if you change the color here to something else, okay, it's not affecting the material. Okay, this is just a demonstration. This isn't changing the material, because I do not know how to set the material with this from the geometry node itself. I don't think it's possible, but yeah, anyways, you can use this setup to measure the distance between two different colors and get the value. Okay, so what's going on here is that we have two color inputs, RGB inputs, and we are plugging it in the distance node, changing it to string, and changing the string into curves. Okay, and this curve right here, I filled the curve with the default white color. Okay, and then set the position, because if we do not set the position, it won't actually, we can manipulate this position of the text right here of the display. Okay, so that's about it, and yeah, that's it for the explanation, and that's how